Cognition has been my hardest demon for a long time. A long time. But it's also one of my favorite levels that I've just ever beaten. So I figured that why not beat the remakes that are out there? Not that one, but maybe like... Hot Rod is a remake combination thing of both Cognition and Aku. Now, to make sure that everyone watching is instantly angry and hates me, I really don't like Aku. It's pretty much one of my least favorite levels I've ever played in terms of gameplay, so starting Hot Rod I was a bit apprehensive, but however once I started Hot Rod it did seem fine enough. The second half of the level is pretty easy, so I quickly got tons and tons of runs to the end. What are the percentages of those runs? I don't know. It has 2.2 percentage, so Gus only knows. But I do know that the best run I got was 44 to 100%. I also learned that the last ship is a bit scary. This last ship of the level is super hard. It sort of reminds me of a certain other last ship in another level. I also discovered that this level has a very strange ball gimmick it uses a lot. So I want to talk a little bit about this click. First of all, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit the red orb and then this platform up here. When you get to that platform, you need to click and then that changes gravity and somehow you stick to it. Don't know how that happens. There's like a bajillion of these all over the level. It is a gameplay gimmick I really like. So I'm really cool. This is at like 70 something. It can be a pretty annoying click. Day 2 of Hot Rod, my goal was really simple. Beat the level. I blocked out a good 4 hours and I just started hammering my way through the pre-drop, which took a long while. The first half of this level takes way more inspiration from Aku than it does Cognition. So the pre-drop is super long, super awkward, way harder than everything else, and progress was pretty painful. Thankfully though, once I got to the drop, progress happened instantly. What? What a fluke. After that fail, I assumed that I would pretty much beat it right away, but this is me and that did not happen. So day 2 was a bit frustrating, but even though I didn't meet my goal of beating it, it was still massive progress. Great day of progress. Day 3, I beat the level. That's it. Completion. Yes, I did die to the last ship. Oh, okay, I beat it. Okay, attempts 2660, not bad I don't think. Carcano is a level that I've always really wanted to beat just because I felt like it's one of those levels that's popular to the point where most people who beat extremes have beaten it. Probably not true anymore the way it once was. It's not as popular right now, but still, I've always wanted to beat it. First impressions of the level were that it's actually really easy. After my first practice run, I was able to get 60 to 100 and 49 to 100 basically on command, as well as a huge run of 21 to 75. But then I made a mistake that made this way more painful than it had to be. I started playing this level in the morning, and I decided that now with the level basically learned, I would wait later until after school to finish it off. Give my brain some time to work on the level, like a sleep buff, but what actually happened is that I went to school, came back from school, and was completely exhausted and couldn't do anything on the level. After an initial progress fluke from 2 to 39, things just slowed way down. 40. 44. This UFO is so hard. 45. I should have gotten way further. I forgot what to do! I totally forgot. Why that percentage? It was really frustrating that I knew that if I wasn't half awake, I could actually get somewhere. But the more I played, the more tired I would get, and eventually I was just dying in such incredibly dumb ways. Like straight up not clicking orbs, and I just decided to stop for the day. Waking up on day 2, I really felt rejuvenated, and I immediately got a new best. Yeah, this ship... Wow. Speaking, this ship part is really hard. Like, I learned it and thought I had it down, but not that surprising to die to it. Same as what happened with Hot Rod. I would get stuck in this part. Dude, again! Dude, stop! It's not hard. Dude, I thought I was good at this ship, but apparently not. No, dude. Oh, why? Once I got through that, though, I beat it. Okay, we're done. We're done. Good. Alright. Carcano's done. Now, temps. I really want this to be under 1K. Yes. That's great. That is great. Gameplay wise, I'm gonna have to break everyone's heart. I know everyone loves Hot Rod, and I know that I love Cognition, but as I said, I really hate Aku, so this being a combo of Cognition and Aku, the pre-drop of this level has a lot of Aku's DNA in it, so I found it pretty annoying, pretty boring, pretty choke pointy. Second half of the level, which is more Cognition inspired, great, so it gets points for that, but in terms of gameplay score, 35 out of 75. Don't really like it. Decoration wise, this level is pretty great. I love the modern style it uses. I love how it really incorporates the song lyrics into the level. It has really good song representation, so give it a 15 out of 20 points. It's pretty great. For the song, full 5 out of 5. I used a cover in this video, so you can't actually hear the original song, which is what I'm basing the score off of, but I really love the original song. All in all, this level gets a 55 out of 100. Not a good score, but gameplay is what really matters to me. You know, it's what really matters when you're playing a level, so I think that's the appropriate score to give it. I love the gameplay of this level. It's got some difficulty spikes in the ship parts, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. So very high score, 70 out of 75. Very fun, very consistent, very reminiscent of Cognition's style of gameplay. Decoration-wise, it uses an old 2.1 glow style that used to be really popular. Not my favorite. I guess not the worst though, so I guess 10 out of 20. It's whatever. It's a bit generic, but it doesn't look bad. For the song, 0 out of 5. It is so annoying. I don't like it. Final score for this level is an 80 out of 100, so if you don't mind the song, you pretty much can't go wrong with this level. It's got great gameplay, but how do these levels stack up when you're comparing them to the original level, Cognition? They don't. They don't stack up. That's the answer. Gameplay-wise, Cognition gets a full 75 out of 75 points. Literally perfect. Perfect balancing, perfect flow, just perfect everything. Same with the song. The song's a 5 out of 5. Decoration-wise, too, level's amazing. It really creates a claustrophobic feeling, and I love the design style, so I'm giving it a 15 out of 20 for decoration, which total score of 95 out of 100. Carcano and Hot Rod, I'm sorry, you had no chance. Cognition Cognition is just one of the best levels ever made. So if you really love Cognition, and I guess if you also really love Aku, try Carcano and Hot Rod. They're not bad, honestly. I just don't like Aku style, so I had a bit of a worse time with Hot Rod, but yeah, give it a shot. Thank you for watching. I've decided that if I am able to reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be beating Ragnarok to celebrate. That's scary to say out loud. I think I made a mistake here. So, if for some reason you derive pleasure from my suffering, subscribe.